Western Idaho is, in a word, spectacular. Rolling hills filled with golden grain, breathtaking forests, shimmering lakes, and tiny towns like St. Mary's, built around the mines and mills, and anchored by places where everyone is on a first-name basis, and everyone thinks a business and the government should put a premium on the bottom line.
It's difficult to be a liberal in this neck of the woods.
Gwen Watring is a proud Democrat, but she knows from the lively conversations in her restaurant she's in the minority, especially in the recent debate over what to do about health care.
I come from British parents. They taught me that socialized government is not the bad thing that everybody purports it to be. I think that the government needs to take over health care.
St. Mary's is in Benewah County, a timber region where John McCain won by a nearly 2-to-1 margin last November. Cheryl Halverson is the county Democratic chairwoman and says what sells in New York or San Francisco will likely fall flat here.
We're Westerners, and Westerners are more independent. This is a hunting and fishing place. People don't want to give up their guns. And so we tend to be more self-reliant, or think that everyone should be more fiscally conservative.
For only the third time in 40 years, the local congressman is a Democrat, Walt Minnick, one of those who adds the words blue dog to his party affiliation.
It means someone who thinks realistically and pragmatically about spending. I think the Blue Dog Democrats see their constituents more realistically than the real strong liberals.
To visit a place like this is to see the blue dog dilemma up close.
You know, years ago I voted for Reagan, even though I thought he was too liberal.
Don Griesel applauds Minnick and fellow Blue Dogs for complaining the president's health care ideas cost too much and give government too much power. But he won't reward the Democrat with his vote because Griesel wants the House back in Republican hands.
If he doesn't change his party, there's no way I can vote Democrat, because like right now they have control of the House and all, and that's what's killing America.
And across the table, psychologist and proud liberal Patricia Bauer has reservations of a different sort.
I'm concerned about him being too conservative. I am happy that he's watching the numbers, because I think we need to do that. But I'm concerned that fiscally responsible becomes a nay vote for health care.
University of Idaho political science professor Brian McQuaid says it is a near impossible balancing act, blue dog label or not.
The district is very Republican. Much of the district is solid red in terms of the blue and red Americans. Obama is going to be an issue, especially if there's more and more liberal proposals coming out.
Gwen Watring disagrees when her congressman fights plans for a government health care option.
I employ 25 people here, most of whom do not have insurance.
Because you can't afford to give it to them.
I can't afford to give it to them.
Disagrees, but Watring understands the blue dog rationale.
Loggers and fellows that work in the timber industry that are pretty right-wing. And the way he thinks is pretty typical of most moderate, be it Republicans or Democrats in this area. He needs to do that because that's what his constituents want.
John King, CNN, St. Mary's, Idaho.